Summertime is heating up at Global Voice Broadcasting. Hot music, hot talk, and hot topics. All day, every day, 24/7. You don't want to miss a minute on Global Voice Broadcasting.
Help you get the most out of your life. And now, welcome to the Dr. Kurt Show.
And welcome back to the Dr. Kurt Show, everyone. It is Sunday, and it's July 8th, right, guys?
Yes.
If you'd like to call in, it's 323-330-0662. And today I have with me my only, one and only, male co-host, George. Welcome.
Yay, thank you. I'm so happy to be back.
Yeah, it's good to have you back. Now, where were you? You took off for a while.
I did a tour of, I have family all over the East Coast, so I started off in Boston,
right.
And then I was down in New Jersey, and then I was in New York City, and that's where I spent the 4th of July, and I just got back yesterday.
So you're jet lagged.
A bit, yeah. But I had a really good time, and it was pretty exhausting, but it was good. It was worth it. But I'm glad to be back, though, because it's really too hot over there.
Yeah, well, and humid, right?
Oh, God. The day I left was the hottest day of the year for New York.
How
Yeah.
hot was it?
I think it was like 103.
Yikes. Okay.
And humid. You
know what? We have a very, very, very special guest in the studio with us. Her name, and if you look on my Facebook, it's Dr. Kurt page. You'll see a hot picture of her.
Very hot.
She's a personal trainer and nutritionist and extraordinary. You're a skater. It's welcome, Miss Stephanie Person.
Welcome, Stephanie. Woo! Yay.
Welcome.
Hi, y'all.
Hey.
Hello.
How are you doing?
I'm awesome today. It's amazing in California where it's in the 70s, early 80s. None of that
it's a nice,
100 degrees.
Right, and no humidity to dry what moist us up, not dry us out.
Yes, my armpits are very dry right now.
That's good. So, Stephanie, George, you and Stephanie go way back. You've been working with Stephanie as a personal trainer, right?
Yes, since Christmas.
Okay, since Christmas.
Yes.
And I have noticed tremendous changes in your body.
Really?
So, yeah.
I'm looking at my body. Wow.
Well, you've lost how much weight?
As of this week, 30 pounds.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay, and that's
6
been
months.
how long?
Since the day after Christmas is the first time I met with her as her client.
Uh-huh. And
Yeah.
Stephanie, okay, so what did you do for George? I mean, what did you do to transform him?
Well, I started with the old thing between the two ears. So we had a conversation to start off with. I just wanted to catch his vibe and see how he was feeling about life. And it was pretty heavy. So after speaking with him, I just got a great idea of where to go from there, like what his eating habits were all about, what his lifestyle, his work habits, his sleeping habits.
Right.
And from there, I was able to kind of give him the right assessment and then put it together.
Yeah. And so you did a full assessment and coordination, and you scoped him out. You're sort of like a trainer / psychotherapist.
Yes,
yeah,
I am.
I like it. Now, what's different about your approach to nutrition, training, mind, body, soul, spirituality? We're a psychologically based show, so bring it on.
Okay, it's really fascinating how the mind is so incredibly connected to the body. So as people are living their daily lives, they don't realize that your body actually kind of controls what your brain wants to think.
Okay.
People have this kind of opposite concept that they think the brain is controlling everything, but
Right.
the body actually becomes addicted to hormones inside yourself.
Okay.
So it's, when
Yeah.
you're thinking about like mood disorder
Right,
or
right.
cravings for foods or anything where any addiction.
Anxiety, depression, which we'll go into. You know what, Stephanie? I don't mean to interrupt you, but I think we have a caller. Our first caller. You are dragging him in quick. Hey, let's go to our first caller. Hey, welcome, caller. You're live on the Dr. Kurt Show on Global Voice Broadcasting.
Oh, fantastic.
Hey, how are you?
Fan of yours, Dr. Kurt.
Oh, thank you.
Stephanie, my
Yes.
question is, I have been HIV positive since 1984, and
Wow.
I'm healthier than I've ever been. I've
good.
been through all the diets, not taken so many different vitamins and supplements, And then I've gotten all these anxiety and depression medicines, and now I feel like I don't follow a diet anymore. I don't take a billion pills, and I want to get off of my anxiety and depression medicine. Is there a healthy way to find out, because I don't want to overtax my body?
Okay, that's a good question for Stephanie. Now you're on antidepressants and anti-anxiety medications?
Yeah.
And how long have you been on those?
Oh, I've been taking depression medicine for about 12 years.
Okay, so
I've been treated in the last 2 years.
So we'll get Stephanie's opinion on that, and then I do recommend that you consult your psychiatrist too. But Stephanie, what's your take on that?
Yeah, my take on medication to deal with mood disorder or depression is no. There's an alternative way. So, I mean, we have to think back to our primal bodies. We didn't have medications to deal with types of stresses. So food is very, very important. Of course, exercise is the other part of getting somebody balanced. But some of the main things you want to consider is your gut. So if the gut is balanced, you're probably going to be balanced.
Okay.
So you want to start off thinking about the right fats. That's the number one food group that I suggest that people look into. Normally, people are afraid of fat, but actually our brain is primarily made of saturated fat. So without these fats and oils, then hence you can develop mood disorder. So that would be the first food group. Yeah, food group I would suggest. Then I would go down on all the starchy carbohydrates. So that'd be potatoes and rice and bread.
All the good stuff.
Well,
pasta too? Oh.
Well, you have to kind of think of things in a matter of context. We've been taught to think that these are all the good foods, when in actuality, they're really not.
Right. Like when we were kids, the food, what was it? The food
pyramid.
Pyramid, yeah. It had all the breads and
which
the
has
top.
been discredited.
Yes.
Yeah.
And now it is. But back then, what we learned was that.
Oh, yeah, I was eating the Wonder Bread with, like, jelly loaded with fructose.
I cannot imagine you eating Wonder Bread. Wow.
I ate Wonder Bread like it was going out of style.
And, you know what, back to our caller for a second, you also are HIV positive. So that's a topic that is huge, and you've been positive for almost, 30 years? Yeah. Yeah.
Great, good for you.
It's incredibly important to get the essential nutrients in your system to boost your immune system. So since it's an immune disorder. So one of the main things I think that you should take is extra virgin coconut oil. It's antimicrobial and antiviral. So it's actually given to AIDS patients to boost their immune system.
Okay, that's a good tip.
Extra virgin coconut oil?
Oh, you got it. Like, it's so amazing. You cannot believe how amazing this food is.
Is it extra virgin and coconut oil? Or is it's together or separate?
Or it's just virgin. It's virgin. It hasn't been processed.
Like a virgin.
I actually happened to read a study about how they were using it with people with Alzheimer's as well, and it was increasing their brain function. So coconut oil is pretty amazing. I could speak from experience too.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Okay, so caller, did you have another question? I heard you start talking, and then I think we interrupted.
Well, it's just I have been through so many different mindsets, and I'm kind of, because I feel like I've conquered something, I've been through so many problems, and I'm so healthy now.
Good.
To make that shift mentally, like you were just talking about, to a different diet, I need something to help me on the mental level to say this is good, it's okay not to have these other things that I'm so in love with.
The other things that you're in love with are?
Well, like if it's starch, if I'm supposed to give up, cake, and if I'm not supposed to drink coffee,
caffeine.
I got the answers to this.
I went through a period of not. They used to back in years ago say that it was a cofactor that would make you turn to AIDS, so I stopped doing everything. And then, of course, I swung back the other way, and I'm pretty balanced what I eat, but I just have this mental thing about giving things up.
Oh, well, yeah, don't we all? We love our soothing things. Now, when you say cofactors, what do you mean by cofactors?